You have hopes, dreams, and aspirations for your future. Where will you be in 1, 5, or 20 years? Debt-free? Living in a new home? Touring the world? Starting or growing a business? Or maybe you just like to be financially secure. Having a clear vision of the future you want is the first step towards making your dreams a reality. In just a few minutes, the financial mentors at People's Bank will help define what is important to you. Together, we can build a plan for you to reach your dreams and make them a reality. You can do this. People's Bank is here to help you move forward and live confidently. Visit a People's Bank Connections or Financial Center to complete your free personal or business vision board experience today. Take your dreams to the bank.
Well, good morning, everyone. Making dreams a reality. That's what we're doing today because it is Give Local York 2022. $585,000 raised so far. I'm going to call it $585. By the time I finish the next sentence, it'll be $585,000. Making dreams a reality. I am joined by one of our sponsors, Kristen with People's Bank. Kristen, how are you this morning?
I am great. Excited to be here.
Well, good. It is a overcast day, a rainy day, but if you go to givelocalyork.org, it's just sunshine because of People's Bank, all of our sponsors, all of our donors, and all of our nonprofit organizations. So tell us about People's Bank.
Yes, well, People's Bank is thrilled to be part of Give Local York today. We were actually one of the founding sponsors 5 years ago. It's amazing to see the growth that's happened. But People's Bank, we are the largest community bank headquartered right here in York. It's hard to believe, but we started back in 1864 in Glen Rock, pre-Civil War. We have been serving the community ever since, and we have grown. We now serve all of South Central Pennsylvania and into Northern Maryland.
And then throughout the year, there's 180 nonprofit organizations that People's Bank supports, some of whom are participating in Give Local York today. Why is it important for your organization, not just to support Give Local York, but to support the nonprofit organizations directly?
Well, at the heart of our mission, we are about being community builders and really lifting up the community. And so this aligns so well with that. Part of our mission is to help our clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. And as I think about our community, we all have dreams. We all have things that we want to accomplish. And the nonprofits, the 300 that are here being supported through Give Local York, are also doing that. And sometimes people need just a little bit of help to be able to move forward, to take steps towards their dreams. And so it's all of us working together collectively to help people to make that happen. And through all of that, it lifts up our entire community.
Well, and to that point, we get too focused on the dollars sometimes, and $500 and almost $90,000 I'm very excited about. But I think we're all very excited about the platform that we get to give nonprofit organizations as well. Because there are many small nonprofit organizations that without Give Local York, without the support of People's Bank, would not have the platform that they have today. So one, I think that is important. Two, it is also something that I know is important to People's Bank. Something that I know about People's Bank is that you also encourage your employees to donate to Give Local York to support these nonprofit organizations throughout the year, correct?
We do. We have a very generous group of associates. Last year, I think our associates gave $14,000 during Give Local
That's
York.
Awesome.
It's pretty amazing. And throughout the year, they give over almost 4,000 hours of volunteer service and are just so generous. So we are so proud of our associates, and they live out our mission every day.
Making dreams a reality.
They do, absolutely.
Well, we appreciate you. Where can people find out more about People's Bank? If you're from York, you know about People's Bank, but I'm sure they can always learn more.
Absolutely. Well, the best place to go is to visit our website, peoplesbanknet.com. And there's lots of great information out there. And we do have a community impact page, and we created a community impact report this year that shows all the ways we give back. And it really highlights a lot of the nonprofits here today, which I think is awesome. One of the things I love about Give Local York is also that it expands the donor base for nonprofits. A lot of people have no idea all the nonprofits and what they're doing. So I encourage everyone to go out to the Give Local York website and just look at all the the different nonprofits, and maybe you can find a new one to give to this year.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's ultimately what it is all about. You can go to the website, check out the leaderboard. I also encourage you, so far there's 272 organizations that have received donations. Scroll all the way to the bottom and find a new organization to you that you can support. That would be my recommendation. Do you have any parting words for folks at home? Give local, give generously.
Yes, please. Please give local, give generously, and also take advantage of the stretch pools and the ways to match your funds. I know People's Bank at 9 o'clock p.m. we are going to be matching up to $50. So make your funds go further. So take advantage of that as well.
Yeah, and all that information is on the site. And many of the organizations themselves have special hours where their board is matching. So there's lots of exciting things, all made possible thanks to sponsors like you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have
Appreciate
a great day.
All right, guys, we are dangerously close, Chris, to another woo from Mr. Bob Pulo. Almost at $600,000, $2,630. Oh, Bob, it's coming.
Here we go, Bob.
It's coming. 1,642 donors to 275 organizations. Rainbow Rose Center is coming up next. If you guys want to have a seat, we'll get you in here. Chris, if people are sitting at home watching YouTube or Facebook, go to givelocalyork.org. You can, look at that, $600,000. You can make a donation right now and support one of the over 300 organizations. And help us get the next $100,000. Let's get Mr. Pulo some woos here in the next hour. Hi, guys. Hi. If one of you wants to hold the mic, that probably would be the best. So, Rainbow Rose Center, good morning. Happy Give Local York Day.
Happy Give Local York.
How are you?
We're doing very well.
Did you stay up all night?
No.
Are you going to stay up the rest of the day, though?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Straight through.
Oh, yeah.
Good, good. All right, Rainbow Rose Center, it's 2022. You're a fairly new organization. Tell us about Rainbow Rose.
So the Rainbow Rose Center fosters an environment of inclusion, equity, and health so that all members of the LGBTQIA+ community in York County can thrive. We are a nonprofit as of June of 2022, and we envision a York County where all members of the community feel safe and welcome in their everyday lives.
Well, I couldn't have said that better. And I have the script, and I couldn't have done that. So Rainbow Rose is an organization that I personally am very excited for. You guys have a ton of energy surrounding you. People are engaged in your work and excited about what you do. Can you talk a little bit about your impact and you know what is it that you are trying to do in York?
I think you have the...
Okay. So we offer... I appreciate that you say that. So the Rainbow Rose Center helps members of the LGBTQIA+ community and our allies through a lot of services and various programs. Things that people haven't been able to access in other areas of their lives. Things like homeless shelters that are affirming, or landlords that can help people stay in their homes. So we really partner with people who are affirming, but we also have access to helping people with the name change process. It's a very difficult thing to change your name in Pennsylvania when it's for getting in accordance to your gender identity. So we help people through that legal process every step of the way. We also help people through providing free access to gender affirming clothing through our closet program, but also our support groups. We have multiple support groups and we're constantly expanding those. But we have things for the transgender community, people who are members of the QTPOC or queer and trans people of color. We have a Living with HIV support group and an all adult identities program. This year we're going to be introducing a Silver Triangles program for the members of our LGBTQIA+ community who are ages 50+, as well as a program for families for those who have children who are under the age of 14, who are either members, who either the parents are members of the LGBTQIA+ community or their children are.
Awesome. So Christina, it is time. Tell us why you're excited about Give Local York and what these funds mean to Rainbow Rose Center.
My goodness. So last year, You know, we were a brand new organization. We had just qualified, you know, to be part of Give Local York. The year before, we missed it by like 2 months. So it was so heartbreaking. We missed it by 2 months. So last year, you know, we're new and we needed to get the word out. So we raised over $10,000 our first year. We had over 200 donors, and those donors have been phenomenally supportive of us over the past year. And they have attended events. They have gone and helped vote for us here at the ballpark when we did Spruced Up York. They come to our online events. They've been phenomenal. So Give Local York has really given us the ability to reach the community in a way that I think a young organization like ourselves would have never been able to do on our own, because this platform of putting us in front of people in the community and letting them hear what we do and who we serve and why it's so important to our community to do so, it would have taken us thousands of marketing dollars. And as a new organization, we just don't have it right now. So this has given us so much. Our goal this year is $20,000. The goal by the end of the year, which is his goal, he said it today, is to get ourselves a new brick and mortar center. We don't have one. We did have one when the Ideas Center. Thank you, Ideas Center and the York JCC. You were amazing. They unfortunately couldn't keep us open, but you know what? We're going to get a brick and mortar this year, and the money raised through Give Local York is going to get us there.
So tell me real quick before we wrap up, as an organization that was essentially born during COVID, what will it mean to you and the population that you serve to have that in-person space?
So one of the things we're most excited about having for our in-person space is the ability to provide our services and programs in person, but also just to create that safe space in our community where people can just exist and thrive. Be able to come in and get access to services, be able to come in and just hang out and be themselves. To host our clothing closet as well, that's a big one for us right now.
But I also think it's an opportunity for the community, whether you're a member of the LGBTQIA plus community or an ally like myself, to come in and not feel uncomfortable trying to learn more. Allies, I think, sometimes say, oh, I just don't know, and I don't want to say the wrong thing. And you know what? I say the wrong thing, and I look to my friends and I say, tell me when I say the wrong thing. And they're kind and they're generous and they do so. And I think having this space not only helps those that we serve, but also our allies who say, I want to be the change here in York County. I want to be part of that welcoming and affirming space here that we can provide. I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
And so that space will give everyone an opportunity to make York County a much more inclusive county.
Awesome. Well, it's the first Friday in May, but you guys aren't stopping. You've got Give Local York, and then York County Pride is in June. Real quick, tell us about York County Pride.
So we're going to kick off June with Pride Night at the ballpark
right here.
Right
at
here.
the stadium
Right
on
here.
June 3rd, first Friday in June. We're really excited to be back here at the Revs, and we're really excited
We
for our
love the
inclusive.
Revs.
Yeah, we both love the Revs, but she's here all the time. So we're really excited for our Pride jerseys this year.
They're amazing.
And thank you for JLS Automation for
Thank
sponsoring
you,
that.
JLS.
But we're also having the very first ever in-person York County Pride on Saturday, June 11th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Counselor Park. We have over 50 vendors, tons of sponsors, and a full lineup of entertainment. We have had to add a second stage
Yeah.
because of the number of performers that we have coming out for this event.
It's going to be amazing. And shout out to Jenny Beth Kistner and Kyle Howard, who are our co-event chairs, who are kicking it to get this together. The hours they're putting in is amazing. And everyone else on our board who are chipping in, finding vendors and sponsors. And just thank you to our entire board. And thank you to all of our sponsors who are just so wonderful to be behind us right now.
Awesome. Well, givelocalyork.org, search for Rainbow Rose Center. Help them smash their $20,000 goal. Where can they find more information about you?
You can find more information about us on Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, rainbowrosecenter.org.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Best of luck.
Thank you guys for being here. I just wanted to say real quick, Philip, I really just appreciate what you guys do. I actually had a family member who is transitioning, and I reached out to Tesla about 6 months ago, having met these guys at last year's Give Local York after that, the presentation and everything we were doing down on the concourse last year. So thank you for what you guys do. I'll be making my donation later and as an ally, and just really appreciate what you guys do every day.
Thank you, Chris. We appreciate being here.
Well, I thought Chris was trying to cut me off, but he wasn't. So now I'm going to make my own. You should also, in June, hopefully Kate doesn't fire me for this, go to thepretzelcompany.com. We're supporting Rainbow Rose Center the entire month of June. So if you like pretzels and supporting Rainbow Rose, you should do that. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, Chris, in just a second, we're going to be joined by Amanda with the Valley Youth House. But I wanted to check in. $619,000 raised for 276 organizations. Amanda, you can have a seat, and we'll get you up here in just a second. 1,749 donors. Chris, can we watch the sponsor video?
Let's roll the sponsor video. Rock and roll.
Give Local York is hosted by the White Rose Leadership Institute with presenting sponsor Giant. Our legacy partners include Fox 43, the Pulo Family Fund, People's Bank, the Arthur J. and Lee R. Glatfelter Foundation, United Way of York County, Cultural Alliance, Hammer Creek Enterprises LLC, Powder Mill Foundation, and the York County Community Foundation. Our stretch pool sponsors include the Arthur J. and Lee R. Glatfelter Foundation, UPMC, Rogers & Associates, the Pulo Family Fund, PNC, Powder Mill Foundation, Memorial Health Fund, York County Community Foundation, Tito's Handmade Vodka, United Way of York County, Stewart Companies, M&T Bank, and Hollywood Casino York. Our live stream sponsor is Traditions Bank. Our Big Give party sponsor is Rock Commercial Real Estate. Event sponsors include Wagman, People's Bank, Shipley Energy, Wellspan Health, Hammer Creek Enterprises LLC, Graham Group, Univest, Highmark, McConkey & Company, White Rose Credit Union, Walmart, and Carlisle Container Company. Our prize sponsors include CGA Law Firm, Embracing Aging, Maori, Fulton Bank, First Capital FCU, Dacio, the Financial Advisory Group, York Revolution, Encompass Health, CS Davidson Inc., Core Design Group, Steve and Jen Tanzi, People's Bank, OSS Health, CNS Wholesale Grocers, Picnic with a Twist, Grit, ACNB Bank, Pennsylvania College of Art and Design. Our match sponsor is Rebagnesia. Our event partners include Aventive, RKL, Weary Arts Group, I Am Here LLC, Assorted Studios, The Anstat Company, Lamar, Apple Outdoor, To The T Outfitters. Media partners include Fox 43, ABC 27, WHTM, 96.1 SOX, York Daily Record, I-105, News Talk 93.9, and Warm 103.3.
All right, Amanda, $626,000 so far for Give Local York. I'm joined by Amanda with Valley Youth House. Amanda, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm all right. So I got sleep. Did you get sleep?
I got a little bit of sleep.
A little bit of sleep. But you're staying up the rest of the day. You're going to see it through?
Yes.
Awesome. How's it going so far?
It's going well so far. We're doing good. Yeah, we're
Good.
excited.
Awesome. So tell us about Valley Youth House.
Yeah, so Valley Youth House has been established since 1973, but we have been in York County for the last 5 years, and we serve young adults and youth, 14 to 24 years old. We provide life skills instruction to them. We assist them with finding housing when they're experiencing homelessness. We also provide mentoring and prevention to prevent child welfare involvement, as well as helping youth transitioning out of foster care.
Awesome. And Chris, we do have a video to learn more about Valley Youth.
My name is Alexis and I'm 25 years old. I'm a single mom of a 2-year-old and I needed support, and Valley Youth House gave me the support that I needed to get my life on track for my son. Now I'm out of the shelter. I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment and my son has his own room, so I'm very grateful for Valley Youth House. Mine is just one story. There's a million more stories. Please think of supporting Valley Youth House today.
All right, so Amanda, we heard a little bit about Valley Youth House. I know that the impact over the last 5 years in the York community has been great. Tell us a little bit about that and some success stories that you have here.
Yes, absolutely. So you heard from Alexis in our commercial. So many stories like that. We have in the past year about 45 young adults who have come out of homelessness and secured housing and been able to be successful for themselves and for their families. We also have young people in the foster care system who getting their license, graduating from high school, going to college, getting a certification, things that might not have been possible for them before without assistance and help and guidance.
Now, can you talk a little bit about what is happening today? Give Local York, how is Valley Youth out there raising funds?
Absolutely, yes. So we have a youth art exhibit. So our youth got together and they created artwork that represents for them what being part of the child welfare system means, or experiencing homelessness means for them. So you can visit the Green Bean Roasting Company today from until 3 o'clock and see the youth art display there. You can also head over to Creative York during First Friday and see the display there as well. And then we have an open house from 4 to 6 at our office, 337 West Market Street. You can come tour our new office building. We moved in 2020, but we haven't opened it to the public until today. So you can come on out and spend some time with us. We're gonna have taco rice bowls for a recommended donation of $3, but we'll have those. We'll also have cupcake decorating for the kids. And I guess we'll have our yard games inside. That was supposed to be in our parking lot, but I don't think our canopy will cover this type of rain. So, and then we'll be at First Friday, it's rain or shine. So we will have our limited edition youth created design t-shirt.
I was going to ask about the shirt.
Yes.
It's very nice.
So our youth design, we have our youth design a t-shirt each year, and we do a fundraiser for that, and we have a limited amount available that we'll be giving that people can purchase during Give Local First Friday.
Where can one purchase that shirt?
We will be on North Beaver Street.
You're gonna be on Beaver Street.
Yes.
And the tacos are where? Chris and I wrap up at 4:30.
Yes, come on down. They're at our office, so
Okay.
337 West Market Street.
On Market. Awesome.
Yep.
So givelocalyork.org, search for Valley Youth House. Where can they find information on you throughout the year?
Yes, you can go to our Facebook page. We have a Valley Youth House general Facebook page. We also have a York County specific one. That's new, so if you could like that, it would be awesome. And we are also on Instagram and Twitter, and then our valleyyouthhouse.org website.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day. I would say stay dry. It's not going to happen, but you're going to raise a lot of money, and I'm going to buy one of those t-shirts later.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Chris, in just a second, we're going to be joined by Seth with the Appel Center. I'm going to check in real quick. $645,000. I say I have the easiest job. I just get to talk to awesome nonprofiteers, and then when I come back, there's been more money raised for said nonprofiteers. It's amazing.
We want to talk about easy, Philip. It is so easy to go to www.givelocalyork.org. Maybe you're watching on your computer right now. Grab your phone and go on and scroll through. We're introducing you to so many incredible nonprofits today. No excuses. If you don't know about these nonprofits, just tune in, kick back, get some popcorn. A little early for popcorn, maybe. It's 8:24 a.m., but grab a snack, grab a drink, and enjoy the show today.
Well, and so we've talked to nonprofit organizations of all types. One of the things that I love about the Give Local York website, in addition to just searching for the names of your favorite organizations that you're familiar with, you can also select a cause, right? So you can select animals, arts and culture, community advocacy, disaster relief, education, homelessness, LGBTQ, politics, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So if you are unsure of an organization, maybe you're new to York and you're looking for an organization to connect with, Give Local York is an incredible opportunity to do that.
It's a beautiful place, Philip. I'm glad to be back. It's a wonderful community filled with great people, and it's a joy to be introduced to so many of them, and we've got another one ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, but I remembered this time, so let's play the video, and then we'll meet Seth from the Appel Center.
The Appel Center for the Performing Arts is ready to welcome you back. In addition to amazing live performances on the historic Strand and Capitol stages, we are developing new programs, low-cost classes for young artists, and free family and community events. None of this is possible without supporters like you. Join us in our mission to inspire, educate, and entertain through professional performing arts experiences. Support your Appel Center with a membership or donation during Give Local York on May 6th.
I was gonna say, I'm still looking at you, Chris. I don't want to look at you.
It's a lot of buttons to push, man. Come on.
Seth, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. I should have worn the same shirt in that video, huh? That would have been pretty funny. But
that would have been freaky.
Doing great. Sun is shining, and oh well. Okay.
Is it though?
No, it's not. A little delusional.
The sun is shining on GiveLocalYork.org.
That's right.
Where we've raised over $650,000. 2,999 gifts. That's an oddly Boy, my head needs that number to change. There we go. Okay. So Seth, tell us about the Appel Center here in downtown York. Everybody is familiar with the physical structure. I think that most people in York County have been inside those walls at some point, but there's more than meets the eye with the Appel Center.
That is true. We are the Performing Arts Center in downtown York. We do a variety of presentations on our stages. You got live music, you got Broadway, you got family programs. We also do a lot of free programs in the community and also invite students downtown. Just last week we had about 5,000 students in our theater, in the Strand Theater, for Stage the Page. It's our student matinee program and completely free to kindergarten through second grade classrooms. They come in, they get free tickets, free bus transportation, and each classroom gets a free book. So we're doing a lot there.
A very elaborate busing system, by the way.
Oh,
I live and work in downtown, and it's just the flood of children, but you guys have it down to a science.
We do, yeah. This was my first year. I just moved to the York area, and this position, the Director of Education position, is new. So we are developing even more programs. But yeah, so far so good. It's been a great start.
Awesome. So can you talk a little bit about Give Local York funds, both past and what the Appel Center plans to do with funds from this year?
Totally. So, you know, I'm developing some new programs coming up, some workshops, summer camps, free community events in our spaces. We want to find ways to open up our doors and let people in. You know, yes, most people have probably been to the Appel Center, but I'm guessing that a lot of people have not still, and it's right here. What a valuable asset in our community. So we want to find ways to bring more people into the Appel Center and utilize our stages and just see the beauty there. Also, donations support the historic theaters and the renovations that need done to keep them looking beautiful and pristine.
Now, you said you're new to York, but obviously not new to the industry. So on the other side of the COVID-19 pandemic, obviously recovering from that and rebooking shows, but I will say 2022 is looking awesome for the Appel Center. What was I just there for? I was just there for Cap Comedy. And then we're going to Colin Jost here very shortly, but you've got a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Yeah, Colin Jost. We just announced our first part of our season 2. We have Tracy Morgan coming. We have Jesus Christ Superstar, our Broadway show, coming in April. We have The Price is Right live, which is legit like the TV show. Yeah. You get, to go up on stage and whatnot. Super fun. We have Black Violin coming back, classically trained violinists, and they incredible. Sort of mash in with hip hop and have a live DJ there too. So a lot of good stuff coming up.
Corinne Bailey Ray.
Look, you know more than me. Ben Folds is coming. What else, Philip? Anything else?
No, I walk by every day. So
okay, yeah. You see the
the Gallivant 1980 is right around the corner. You
Tomorrow.
Guys are hosting that.
Yeah, we figured why not make just why not have more than Give Local York?
Sure,
Let's make it
absolutely.
A whole weekend.
Just keep it going. So, givelocalyork.org, search for Appel Center. I would also, I'm a member of the Appel Center. You should become a member of the Appel Center.
Yes.
If people want to find out more about Appel Center, what if they were you, what would you do?
I would go on Instagram. We're there. We're on Facebook. And just go to our website, appelcenter.org. Everything's there. You can see our full list of upcoming events.
Awesome. And volunteer opportunities all the time, I think?
Always, yes. We're always looking for volunteers. It's a great way to see the shows for free and have some fun, too.
Awesome. $661,000. Does the Appel Center have a goal this year for 2022?
I think so.
We don't have to talk about the goal.
30,000.
30,000?
Yes,
all right. Well, we're gonna smash that, I'm sure. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time and thanks for all that you guys do.
Thank you.
All right, Chris. Up next, we are going to have Olivia's house. Michelle and Julia are joining us from Olivia's house in our 8 a.m. hour. Chris, you last time talked a little bit about what we're doing here. We're doing a live stream every hour on the hour. This is the 8 a.m. hour. And we're talking to amazing nonprofit leaders from our community that are participating in Give Local York. We are live at People's Bank Park
it's pretty awesome, Philip, to be joined by these great guests. And the one thing I wanted to remind everybody that's watching at home, like we've got the guests here, but this stream is for you. And you've seen some of you guys that are saying hello in the comments, either on Facebook or YouTube. I have the opportunity with Switcher Studio here to put your comments on the screen. And then I've got the little button attached to Philip where I can make him read them aloud as well. So if you're watching and you're watching maybe for one of your favorite nonprofits coming up either in this hour or another hour, let us know that you're watching. You know, we've got thousands of seats here at People's Bank Park, and we've got a spot for you right here on the live stream. So let us know that you're watching.
That was good. That was good. I like that.
Smooth, right?
Well, and you can see, you know, if this rain breaks, there's going to be a baseball game. But it doesn't matter if the rain breaks. It doesn't matter if there's a baseball game, because York is going to give generously, as we already have. Chris took my numbers away from me, so I don't know how many dollars we've raised. $665,000, 3,099 gifts, 278 organizations. One of those organizations, Chris, is Olivia's House, and I am joined by Michelle and Julia.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Good. Thank you for having us. This
Yeah,
is
of course.
exciting.
I love your shirts. What does it say?
Thank you. This is
shirt
Heals Hearts.
Love it.
Yes, we exclusively designed this for our peer-to-peer fundraisers, just as an incentive and of course a thank you to them for supporting us during Give Local York. So all of our registered fundraisers will receive this T-shirt during the event. So we're very excited.
And there's still time to register as a champion.
Never too
so
late.
You can still earn one of these
just to plug that in there.
Do it right now. So Olivia's House, a organization that many are familiar with, but maybe not intimately. So if you can talk a little bit about your programming, and it's a very special place, if you could talk about it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. So Olivia's House is a grief and loss center for children. So anytime a family experiences the loss of a loved one, we encourage them to give us a call. It's one of those organizations that, you know, inevitably you will probably at some point in your life have to walk through the journey of grief. And so Olivia's House is here to support those kids and their family, you know, as they're just trying to adjust to their new normal. We are here to support them, i.e. Julia. She is our clinical director. So if you ever are interested in our programs or services or inquiries of how to get your families involved and receive support for them, just give us a call.
And all of our services are at no cost, which is why every dollar that comes through today goes directly to the children, and it is so, so important because nobody ever has to pay a dime for grief support.
So you have the physical space in the city of York, but I know that the care and support that you provide to these children and families goes beyond that. So talk a little bit about what the dollars from Give Local York will be used to support.
Yeah, well, to comment to that, we actually also have a satellite center in Hanover as well. This is our 8th year in Hanover, so we're very excited. But as a whole, as an organization, we're celebrating our 20th anniversary this September, and that's a huge anniversary that we're really excited about. It's because of events like this and Give Local York that really do keep our doors open and us supporting those families. So I just wanted to share that you also expand into Hanover as well. But Give Local York as a whole, as Julia had shared, we don't charge families when they come through our doors. The last thing they need is a financial burden on top of everything else they're dealing with. So it's the support of today that really does keep our mission going and our doors open and our lights on.
Awesome. If people want to learn more broadly about Olivia's House or get involved with the organization, where should they go?
Absolutely. So much like everyone else, we are on all your social platforms. So you can visit our website, oliviashouse.org. You can visit us on Facebook under Olivia's House. We have an Instagram and a Twitter as well. So and a YouTube channel. So we're here, there, and everywhere.
And
awesome.
We are always making fun videos. So
yes.
definitely keep an eye on our Facebook page and YouTube page.
Yes. Today specifically, we are not camera shy, if you will, Philip. So we have a lineup of a strategy today of just different posts and videos. So just keep a lookout for those. They're really awesome. We have a really amazing one that we just posted this morning that really gives you a deep inside sight of what our mission does and how we support families. And I encourage you to go check out that video. It just got posted this morning, I think at 8 a.m. So it's
awesome.
Very telling of how we support the York community and beyond, honestly. We receive calls nationwide. We're not just, while we're here in York County, it's our brick and mortar. We get calls from all over the nation, just people doing a Google search of grief support, and they'll give us a call and we can try to help them as best that we can. So
we're always happy to help.
Yeah, our outreach expands quite far, to be honest. So we're very proud of that.
Awesome. Well, an amazing organization and a source of positivity when it is much needed for families. So I really appreciate that. Do you guys have a goal for Give Local York?
Yeah, so our goal today is $50,000.
Smash it. We're going to smash that goal.
We are so optimistic. This really has, because Give Local York has just expanded so much over the past few years. We've really integrated into our fundraising efforts. So we really rely on today to support those children and helping to heal hearts.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you are interested in learning more about Olivia's house, you should stop at givelocalyork.org, search for Olivia's house, make a donation. I made my donation already this morning to Olivia's house, and I know that many of you will do the same. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Chris, in just a few minutes, going to be joined by my friend Melissa Plotkin with the York County Reentry Coalition. Oh, you have it on front of my face now. I appreciate that. Look at that.
Pretty good.
3,184 gifts, $682,000 to 278 organizations.
The what?
We are live at People's Bank Park. Behind me, the home of the York Revolution. You can see Chris Strub. I think he's getting a food order in, maybe? I'm not sure. We have a live stream, and he's just don't know what's happening. I have a custom York Revolution jersey that's going to make an appearance in the 11 o'clock hour, but not quite yet. One thing I'm excited about for Give Local York 2022, there is an air of excitement. I think that 2020, when I was doing this live stream, I was literally in our family room with my webcam and my dog like running around me in the middle of COVID doing the live stream. 2021, we were fortunate enough to be here at People's Bank Park, but 2022, it really feels like the community is coming out. Despite the rain, there's an energy in this town, and you can see it with $692,000. Chris, before we go to Melissa, anything you want to say, sir? Did you get your food order?
Got to figure out my breakfast order live on the air. I'm starving, and it sounds great. So let's keep things rocking and rolling here, Philip. I will add this. This has been a totally different and super cool experience this year. Like you just mentioned, I met you back in May of 2020, and it was
virtually.
Yeah, virtually, and it was fun. It was cool. Last year, I think, was fun too. Just having this, parade of nonprofits coming in through People's Bank Park, even here early in the morning on a day like this that is so valuable for, as you've heard from these nonprofits already. This day means a lot, and they're spending a portion of that day here with us. We really appreciate all the nonprofits that might still be watching at home now, getting ready to come in for that 9 a.m. or the 11 a.m. It's been fun. It's been cool. And hopefully this is a meaningful experience for you guys. So we appreciate everybody that's watching at home.
Well, and I think something that I lose context of sometimes is that for me, Melissa just walks in and appears and I interview her. But Melissa, you're working hard all day to raise money for the York County Reentry Coalition.
Of course. It's a part of my purpose. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah, purpose is.
A woo! $700,000.
I was
Look
hoping
at
I get a woohoo.
Woo! We jumped so quick. Woo! $701,000, 280 organizations. One of those organizations, York County Reentry Coalition.
Yes.
Melissa, tell us all about the York County Reentry Coalition.
So the Reentry Coalition. Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yes.
Sorry. Sorry. Should I clip it? I don't know. I don't know. Like my logo's here.
You're great.
So,
I like to see the logo.
Thank you. So the Reentry Coalition really is that. It's a coalition. It's a collaborative of organizations, government, state, federal, nonprofit, faith-based, pretty much anyone who is reentry focused, and organizations like the program It's About Change, which is also trying to raise money today during Give Local York. So really, as a collaborative, we're trying to impact change. So how can we do that? We can do that with advocacy. We can do that in terms of working with our partners. So I work very closely with York County Prison. I work with the probation department. I work with MHIDD. And so a lot of those organizations, CPC, we're working with providers to ensure that there's a level of service for reentrants and their families.
Why is it important to have an organization like the Coalition bringing all of those resources together and coordinating efforts and making sure that as a community, these services are serving these individuals as effectively as possible?
I think it's important because when you're a standalone organization and you're providing services, not that that's, a bad thing, but if you have a coordinated effort, understanding that the way reentry impacts people's lives. So yesterday we had a reentry simulation. Sorry, I'm going to merge off into something else.
It is your platform.
Oh, okay, thank you. So we had a reentry simulation. We had over 100 people involved, and it was a simulation of life as an individual, whether you were an adult. We had people who were children, and what it really takes for them to survive. So whether it's trying to get to their job on time, being able to get their meds if they need to, and fulfill all the needs that they have to for probation, making sure they pick up their children in time, or else youth gets involved. What do I need to do? What do I need to sell in order to pay my bills? There was a picture where we asked people, raise your hand if you weren't able to pay your rent this week or this month, or buy food this week. Those are challenges that reentrants face on a daily basis. And I think the Coalition enables us to develop that empathy and really shine a light on the needs that impact that population.
Well, and it sounds like the Coalition not only gives a platform for the reentrants to feel supported, but the organizations themselves.
Yes.
And helps our community learn more about the work that they are doing too.
Very, very important. And it's also, I also like to shine that light on the organizations, the government organizations, because oftentimes government gets a really bad rap. And I would have to say here in York County, many other counties in the state and otherwise look to us, to the work that we're doing as it relates to reentry, and the impact that we have coordinating the district attorney's office and a service provider. We have two people that co-chair our Coalition, Tim Barker, first assistant district attorney, and Julie Polo-Hess with Keep It Green. They coordinate. They're our co-chairs of the Reentry Coalition. There's buy-in at all levels, and really that level of service is something that people care about and want to see it get even better every year.
So you have a small but mighty team.
Me.
Of you.
The Coalition is much larger.
Correct. So what do the funds from Give Local York mean to the Coalition and the organizations that you support?
So I think, if anything, it helps us help others. So, coordinating efforts. Right now we're working very closely to help streamline, I guess, in some respects, but that level of service provision for reentrants the moment they come into the prison. So it's not just hey, you're leaving, so let's see what can we do. It's getting to them when they're coming into the prison, and then ensuring that transition out is smooth and that they have the services that they need so they're not coming back. And so being able to provide things like the reentry simulation and bringing that here to community for people to understand what that looks like, because anybody walking down the street, anybody coming maybe not in the rain right now, but understanding the challenges and the barriers that impact individuals that are beside us every day, whether it's transportation and housing, which are huge barriers, but it also enables us and empowers us to identify those pieces that need to happen so that we can then say, okay, maybe we need to apply for a federal grant here or state grant in order to provide, work with those providers in the community that will provide that level of care and provide that care coordination.
So the funds from Give Local York essentially use to provide strategic support for this much needed work that,
Yes.
that is in York.
I love how you said that.
GiveLocalYork.org, search for York County Reentry Coalition. Where can they find more information on the coalition?
Right now, the only place they can find information is LinkedIn and our Facebook page, because we have an amazing individual who is building us a website. So this time next year, I will be able to share that website with you.
But for now, the only thing that is important, GiveLocalYork.org, search for the York County Reentry Coalition. Melissa, I am going to put you on the spot, though. Talk to me about an organization that you personally, take off your Reentry Coalition hat, an organization you are personally excited about supporting this year for Give Local York 2022.
Can I say two?
You can.
Okay, so the first one I would have to say is the program It's About Change, because although I'm not wearing my Reentry hat, I see what they do every day. The program It's About Change provides services, soup to nuts, whatever you want to say, A to Z, to reentrants and their families. They work very hard, and I truly believe in them. The other organization I would have to shamelessly plug is Leadership York, because what they do in the community, from youth to adults, and empowering individuals, teaching individuals, in terms of how to be that effective board leader, but also that concept of servant leadership, which I think is so very vitally important to understand.
Chris is behind me right now.
And now I'm so excited to meet Chris. I mean,
in the flesh.
Legendary.
Legendary Chris Strupp.
Other than you, Philip.
Well, everybody has had enough of me.
That's
fine.
very sweet of
Really?
you,
Melissa, thank you so much for everything that you do.
Thank you.
You're an amazing person, and thanks for the work that you do, not just for the Reentry Coalition, but everything you do here in York.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the lovely weather.
Oh, yes. There's always sunshine on Give Local York Day.
GiveLocalYork.org. Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Thanks, Melissa.
Thanks for being here, Melissa.
Thank you, Chris.
So, Chris, in just a second, we're going to be joined by the York County Rail Trail Authority. We do have a video for them that we will show. And we're doing good on time.
We are. Check out the new camera.
Oh, we got a new
We've got
camera angle.
We've got a
Look at
waiting
that.
room camera now.
All right, so as the Rail Trail Authority gets set, let's show their video. Hello. Bye, Melissa. I love that video. I do love that camera angle too, Chris. It looks good.
Not too bad, right?
All right, so the York County Rail Trail Authority, it says right here, York County rail trails create joy and promote good health. That is absolutely true, but tell us more.
Well, I guess the first thing I have to say is we're a very small organization. I'm also a me organization. I am the staff. Our business is developing rail trails. And we're very, very focused on that, and we also promote rail trails. So we do promote their good health that they bring us, the happiness that they bring us, and the economic stimulation to our community.
Now, this is a very exciting time for the rail trail. In the history of the rail trail, one of the most exciting past 5 years, I would say. Lots going on.
I would say maybe in the past 30 years.
30 years?
We've been around 30 years.
All right, perfect. So
I've been with the organization about almost 25 years, and we've never been in a position where we could buy a railroad. But in 2020, we bought a railroad.
amazing.
So now we're in the business of converting that railroad to recreational uses. And it was a windfall. And we have a lot of hard work in front of us, but we're really excited about that, and we're happy to be involved in Give Local York to get that message out that there's so many good things in our future.
You know, if it wasn't so bright outside on the camera, we can see the rail trail from where we are.
Let me see what I can do there, Philip.
That's all right. That's all right. So you've got some shoes, you've got helmets. Tell us about all of the wonderful things that our York County residents far and wide come to do on the rail trail.
Well, I think the message this afternoon, this morning really, is that rail trails are fun. And after what we have been through in the past 2.5 years with the pandemic, I think people have realized that something that's important in their life is to spend time each and every day doing something that you think is fun. And the things that I brought with me this morning, first of all, is the message that there's a power to fun. The other thing is, when you're having fun on a rail trail, you want to make sure that you're properly equipped and that you're safe. So I brought my helmet. Don't get on your bike without your helmet and wear it all the time. If you're on a horse, you should also have a helmet. And the other thing is, for those visitors who come and like to enjoy nature, like to take a walk, or maybe you want to do some invigorating running, make sure you're properly prepared. You want to leave feeling tired and a little bit sore, but you don't want anything to hurt. Proper shoes are important. So I brought my running shoes.
I love it.
And you can also use these for walking, for jogging, and for just bird watching if you want, but make sure you have proper shoes.
So I live on Pershing Avenue here in the city, so I am a half block away from the rail trail. Okay. One of my favorite ways to interact with the rail trail would either just be a quick bike ride with the kids. You know, it is our access to activity and exercise, essentially. But then, of course, walking the dogs both directions, towards the northern extension and then towards the college for me. How about you? What's your favorite way to interact with the rail trail?
Well, there's two ways I interact with the rail trail. First of all, as the only staff person, our office is in Hanover Junction train station. And I have the privilege of being on the second floor, and I'm surrounded by windows. So I can work at my computer, I can work in my office setting, but I can look out the windows. And that's a great interaction, believe it or not, because I can look out there and I can see people walking their dogs, I can see people representing all communities, all ability levels, and I see them every day. So that's a pleasure for me, is to do that kind of interaction. The other interaction I would have to say is what I did last evening. And that is when I left work, I just felt like it was a beautiful day. I hadn't had an opportunity to be out there and enjoy it. I'm going to go for it. I went for a very gentle, very quiet 8-mile bike ride. I saw a lot of people, which was interactive, but mostly I just saw nature. I just listened to nature. I smelled nature. And to me, that's the best way to interact.
Awesome. So givelocalyork.org, search for York County Rail Trail Authority. I believe if you search for rail trail, it will show up. What, historically, how have the Give Local York funds been used? What will you use these funds for?
Yeah, I think the thing that's most important is people to realize that building trails is extremely expensive. It's almost, in today's construction industry, it's almost $1 million a mile. You say, well, how do you raise that kind of money? It begins right here with things like Give Local York. We raise, on average, about $20,000 each year, which seems relatively modest, but we use that money as match money, and that money leverages huge grants for us. Some of the grants range upwards to $1 million. So by having the local support, we're able to generate that match that we need to bring in the big state and federal grants.
Well, and I think that illustration of the system is a very concise way to demonstrate the impact of Give Local York. A person that may only have $25 to give can take that $25, have it matched depending on when they donate. So that $25 can turn into $50, and then our nonprofit organizations are using those funds to go after bigger and bigger grants, which is very exciting.
Exactly. It all begins here. This is the seed that grows great things.
Awesome.
It really does.
So many good things today. Thank you so much for your time. GiveLocalYork.org, search for York County Rail Trail Authority. Chris, we are wrapping up our 8 o'clock hour.
With one more guest.
With one more guest.
Yes, this is Stephanie.
Stephanie!
Coming in from UPMC Pinnacle Foundation.
Perfect. How are you, Stephanie?
I am good. Thank you very much.
Chris, let me check the numbers. I didn't see the numbers while Stephanie gets settled there. $745,000, $3,596 gifts to 280 organizations. Give Local York 2022 well underway. It is not even 9 o'clock yet. Stephanie, how exciting is this?
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
How did you start your day today?
Oh my gosh, I got up, obviously fresh face, no makeup whatsoever, and, just got here excited to talk about the UPMC Pinnacle Foundation.
Now, I will say, I know Chad Myers pretty well.
Fabulous.
I am happy to see you and not Chad because I get to learn from you. I feel like Chad would come in assuming I know things. Let's pretend I don't know anything at all.
Oh, I'm ready.
Tell me about UPMC Foundation.
Okay, so the UPMC Pinnacle Foundation, and I am prepped for this, so I'm going to read a little bit so I just get it right. So we are a nonprofit charitable organization. We exist to provide resources to vulnerable patients, promote health and wellness in our communities, and to also support and retain the really, really incredible, hardworking UPMC and Central PA staff. We support a ton of initiatives. A lot of them are in York County. We make incredible things possible through fundraising and coordinating charitable giving. And I have some examples for you if you'd like.
I want to hear about the Farm to Hospital program.
Oh my gosh. Well, the Farm to Hospital program is going to be very exciting. As you can see, I'm wearing the shirt.
Oh, you're wearing the shirt.
It is a carrot with a stethoscope.
Got it.
That's fabulous. So essentially, the Farm to Hospital program is we are going to be having, through working with local farmers and co-op operators, we are actually going to work to establish a working farm at UPMC Memorial. So the goal of that is that essentially at a certain point we aim to be able to provide staff, patients, write prescriptions for healthy food. Not only is this going to benefit the community, but it's going to benefit the York County, York City food deserts. We're going to have a lot of health and wellness initiatives coupled with that. This is also part of our larger Transform the Trail project, which Chad is a really big part of. So we are very excited. This is a vision of Dr. Kimberly Mudge, who's very well known and loved in this community at UPMC Memorial. And we're just very, very excited about the opportunity to fundraise for this.
So it sounds like the dollars raised through Give Local York going to stay in the community, really impact the community.
Absolutely.
What initiative are you most excited about personally?
Personally, well, I'm actually very excited about our other Give Local York. So we have two things we're raising money for. I'm actually really excited for our UPMC Hanover emergency department renovation.
Okay.
The reason is that I think everybody has been impacted by someone who's experiencing a mental health crisis in their life, whether that's a family member, a loved one, anything like that. What we're looking to do at UPMC Hanover is actually renovate the emergency department significantly to better provide care for those coming in with a behavioral health crisis. So the goal there is, through fundraising, through Give Local York, through various other donations, we hope to be able to get that project done and just provide a more empathetic level of care focused on those individuals who may be experiencing a crisis.
Well, that is amazing. And first, thanks for joining us. Second, before we wrap up, if you can talk, obviously UPMC is a known name, not just in York County, but throughout the state of Pennsylvania. What does participating in Give Local York mean for UPMC Pinnacle Foundation to be able to educate the York County public about the work that you do?
It's really important for us. We do so much in the community, and I don't think people are fully aware of what we've done. Every dollar that goes to the foundation goes back to Central PA. There is no question. We have funded everything from a mobile addiction unit, infant development programs. We support the Children's Resource Center, which sees over 1,400 children who have suffered physical or sexual abuse. We support York County. We support food banks, NutriPack programs, heart failure programs, street medicine, Peyton Walker Foundation. We have an incredible initiative to place 300 AEDs throughout Cumberland County to help save countless lives. We provide small things, even like I have been here before, providing helmets for kiddos in need, Zen rooms for staff, ability for our really, truly, in my opinion, the awesome work we do.
Awesome. GiveLocalYork.org, search for UPMC. Where can they find out more information about the Pinnacle Foundation?
I would definitely say a great place to follow us is on Facebook. We have a lot of really wonderful content. You can see actually firsthand a lot of the really incredible things we've been able to do through interviews, and obviously at UPMCPinnacleFoundation.org.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for
you.
your time. Tell Chad I said hi.
I will. See him soon.
All right, Chris.
Well, Philip, it is 9 a.m., so you know what that means. It's time to press the stop button and then the start button immediately. Hope you're ready to rock and roll. We will be back here in about 30 seconds with our next lineup.